I am so excited to be with all of you tonight. I can't believe it's finally here. So fun. I am Virginia Williams Bricken, and I am a longtime supporter of the New Hollywood. I've been involved with the organization for over a decade. I believe in it so much I currently am serving on the board, and I have been able to witness firsthand just how transformative and effective this program can be. So tonight's performance is entitled Renaissance, and it is intended to be an artistic illustration of the real-life transformation that's happening every day in the New Hollywood Accountability Program. Every one of our women is a mother who has survived homelessness. Many have also endured incarceration, human trafficking, the foster care system, abuse and addiction. They've had to figure life out without safety nets, without the support and the guidance that so many of us, certainly myself included, have just completely taken for granted. Trust and community weren't things that they were taught to lean on. Over the past few years, through our partnership with Harvest Home, which by the way is an incredible organization, and look it up if you don't know about it, we've been able to work with their alumni, and our accountability program has been able to support these incredible women. Through our program, these new mothers are introduced to tools and support to help them think past what tomorrow may bring. As you saw in the video, when their basic needs are met, they're able to think boldly past where their next meal is coming from, where their children are going to sleep tonight, and dream big dreams, set goals for the future, and in so many cases, break generational trauma. And how do they do that? With support. That's where all of us come into play. When women are supported, when community shows up, and when hope is given, we know that anything is possible. So tonight's performance is intended to be an illustration of all of the different ways that support can show up and ignite change. Oh, guys, we are so fortunate tonight to have some incredible Broadway talent, on-screen talent, and later we're even going to hear from two of the women in the program who will showcase their, what's it called? This is how cool I am. Spoken word talents. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up, coming to New Hollywood. Incredible audience. This is not scripted, but I'm putting it out there on you. I know you're going to be, and we're going to feel all that support and love. So thank you for doing that. We're really stoked to be a part of this and to show you our passions. So I'm thrilled. I'm just thrilled to be able to welcome you to tonight's The New Hollywood Benefit Renaissance. Hello again. Hi. So tonight we have been able to witness a renaissance, a woman's journey from lost to found. Not because someone saved her, but because she had the courage to allow herself to be supported. Because she remembered, or maybe even discovered for the very first time, her own inner strength. The women who are a part of our program have grit and tenacity. They want to learn, they want to grow, and they deserve to be shown a fast track, to be handed the tools, the shortcuts, and the clarity that many of us were fortunate enough to be born into or stumble upon through mentorship, access, or luck. That is exactly what the New Hollywood Accountability Program is aiming to do. What do we do? I will tell you. We coach them one-on-one. They set goals and they follow through, supported by peers and mentors who have their backs. They meet monthly, check in daily, and are immersed in a system designed to uplift, encourage, and empower. In addition, we have opportunities for guidance from financial guru Natalie for those choosing to learn financial literacy, learn how to manage their finances, build credit, invest, and make their money work for them. This year, we are working with Free Dominguez, functional nutritionist and fancy pants former celebrity chef with her Adopt a Kitchen program. They're learning how to prepare healthy, anti-inflammatory meals at the same price point as fast food. And we were able to gift each mother this year with an Instapot to make this new lifestyle accessible and sustainable. We are also recording these cooking and wellness sessions so that all future members of our program will learn how to better provide for themselves and for their children. We have ongoing resume support, LinkedIn guidance, and direct advice from recruiters for those wanting to up-level their careers. We've shown them how to navigate the LA public school systems and get their children into better schools through magnet and charter schools, how to secure safer housing, and how to advocate for their family's health and future. Aside from goal support and time management, they're receiving guidance and support for anxiety, depression, parenting, crisis navigation, self-love, and boundary setting. For those choosing to use this edition, their children are receiving age-appropriate tutoring with Christina Simiaro. And together with our mentors and volunteers, they're enjoying group adventures from beach parties we're throwing for them, to Christmases at Descanso Gardens, to Disneyland. We know firsthand that this system works. How do we know? Because it's built on the same foundation that has transformed lives in the Manifesting Your Mission, Mastermind, Goal Group, Thriving Community, and the New Hollywood since 2006. That's almost 20 years. Please raise your hand if you have been a part of the New Hollywood or the Manifesting Your Mission community in any way. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. That's so great. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you're likely here where you are today because somebody believed in you. Somebody reminded you to get back up. Somebody saw something in you before you could see it in yourself. That's just what we're trying to do here. And now, guys, we need your help. Here are some of the ways, there we go. Here are some of the ways that you can help us rise higher, shine brighter, and give back. Follow us on social media, please. Get on your phones. Follow us on social media, especially LinkedIn. That's particularly helpful. Stay in the loop and share our mission. Go out in the lobby and buy a sweatshirt. The proceeds go to the New Hollywood. It's a very cool sweatshirt. It says Gold Digger. You'll get lots of compliments. We are seeking grants, corporate sponsors, and foundations aligned with this mission. And we welcome donations and people ready to say, hey, I want to help. Contact us. We will put you to work. We would love to raise an additional $30,000 tonight for those who feel they can be partners in helping more women and families thrive. So whether it's a one-time gift, a monthly donation, or the introduction to a sponsor or a partner, this is your formal invitation to please join us. This work doesn't just change the lives of women, it changes the lives of their children, their families, and the trajectory of entire communities. And now, to bring this journey full circle, please welcome someone who embodies the heart of this mission, a very powerful woman who has experienced firsthand how the program can work. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Destiny.
I joined the New Hollywood Accountability Program at a particularly challenging period in my life. It had been exactly 1 year since the closest person to me, my little sister, unexpectedly passed after being hit by a car. I had recently gotten engaged and was in a dysfunctional and unhealthy relationship that I was misinterpreting as love, and I had been recently promoted from a role as an assistant to a community manager moving to San Fernando Valley, where I felt stuck and isolated. I felt depressed, alone, and just an overall sense of defeat. At that point, I had completely stopped dreaming. All of my hopes and desires for myself had been tucked away and forgotten, as the last few years had been solely focused on survival. climbing out of one hole only to fall into another. When I joined the group pitched as Manifest Your Mission after the guidebook, I didn't really know what to expect, but I liked the name. It sounded like something along the self-help realm, which was always of interest to me, as the hurdles I had already overcome up until that point were always self-help, because nobody was going to save me but me. Little did I know it was so much more than just another self-help kick, but it would become a community of women that would encourage me and pour into me to get me through some of my hardest days and teach me that I'm not only capable of more, but I actually deserve it. The first assigned reading from the group I completed was You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. This was the beginning of a complete perspective shift that came across seemingly simple, but somehow I had overlooked it or been aware up until that point. I had a say in my life and thoughts. I wasn't a helpless victim, but I could play an active role in shaping my thoughts and thus influencing my life. I started to view my circumstances in a completely different light and realized I did not have to keep living a life I didn't want. With other suggested literature, help from the guidebook itself, with me learning how to identify and set goals, and Brianna and Kristen, who served as the primary facilitators of the group for the beginning of the journey, I began to dream again. Within my first year of joining the group, my regard for myself was transformed. I began to treat myself like a friend and an advocate. I made the decision to call off that engagement, and although it hurt, the discovery that I deserved better and it was attainable softened the blow with a new hope. I transitioned properties to get closer to my family and have more concrete support, and since my time in the group, I have completed my initial draft of my poetry compilation, which prior felt like mission impossible. The support from the group and watching the other ladies who have also overcome homelessness and are currently navigating life as a mother, just trying to do better so their children can experience better, has pushed me much farther than I could have gotten on my own. I have acquired so many tools, whether it be something to navigate my health journey, my healing process, or financial literacy. Life didn't suddenly get easier because I joined the group, but navigating it did. Things went from impossible to difficult to doable. Having access to this program and the community of women has truly impacted my life for the better. The hurdles still present themselves, but now, instead of being crushed under the weight of life, I am able to operate in solution and continue to move forward one step at a time. In November, I lost my mom. The ladies in the group were the first to know. The coaching I received and support received have carried me through what should have been the darkest months of my life and allowed me to traverse a season of grief with grace and kindness and love for myself, and choose healthy coping mechanisms. In April, I was fired from what I knew was a toxic work environment, and instead of dwelling in a feeling of failure, because of the program, I was able to reframe the circumstance to see the blessing in God's divine intervention to get me closer to where I should be. Instead of ruminating on the problem or staying stuck in fear, my default was solution. In this program, I have learned the importance of financial health and was proactively able to pay my bills in advance, so in the event of a worst-case scenario of extended unemployment, which I ended up not even having to endure because of the goal-setting and time management tools I've acquired, allowed me to attain another job within a few weeks of the transition out of the last. I am truly grateful for everything I have learned and continue to learn from this community. I know that I am more aligned with my purpose because of it, and I get to show up as a better version of myself for my daughter, Tony, who gets to see her mother not only encourage her to follow her own dreams, but leads by example by doing the same. Thank you.